Hey there, it's Walt. And look who's back. It's Ann.
Of course I'm back. Why would I not be
Why
back?
would you not be back?
Why would I not be back?
Exactly. Well, on Monday, I had a horrible run. It was terrible. I felt cranky. I felt creaky. I was not in the flow, and the whole run was just painful and unpleasant.
You told yourself that kind of story?
No, the run was that way, but I did tell myself a story. I told myself a story that I was old and decrepit and out of shape, and that I wasn't a runner anymore, and that maybe I should take up shuffleboard. And
see, I never tell myself those kinds of stories. I always say, sometimes it's a bad run, and the next time it's going to be great. I'm surprised you tell yourself such stories.
I'm surprised that you're
denied that I would lie that way.
Exactly. So on Tuesday, I had a run. I know Tuesdays are your favorite run. I had an amazing run. It was flow-filled, and it was easy, and it felt good. And of course, I told myself different stories that day.
Then you were amazing.
I was amazing.
Look at how fabulous I am.
But I started thinking this week about the stories we tell all of the time, about how we're performing, about our writing, about our videos, about our products, about our marketing, about our careers. We tell ourselves stories all of the time, and the stories, interestingly, are all about us.
Yeah, and they're usually not highly supportive of our well-being.
And they're usually not very kind. They're not things that we would usually say to other people. We're telling ourselves these horribly self-deprecating, hypercritical stories.
We're all washed up, and we might as well retire to some, place and just give it up.
Just wither away.
Wither away.
And the truth is that these things come and go. In Buddhism, they talk about watching the clouds pass across the sky, or the leaves float down along the stream, and they're just these passing thoughts, these passing ideas. And the more that we can look at these stories and realize that they're just stories, and observe that they're just stories, and allow them just to dissipate rather than getting caught up in them, the more resourceful we'll be. Because the stories are kind of selfish and self-centered at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I was thinking you were a really good teacher for me, that, the idea that moods come and go, just like these stories come and go. The beginning of the day when something's not going well, your mood is so low. But as the day progresses, as things, happen, your mood shifts. So moods, like stories,
they just arise and they pass away. And the challenge, the problem, we don't say problems in coaching, we say challenge. It's a problem.
I say problem all the time.
The problem is these stories are about us. It's always, I-centered. They're rather selfish and self-centered and narcissistic, these stories. And with that, it prevents us from doing the very thing that we need to do in the world, which is to be other-focused, to be of service, to be out in the world doing that important work that we're meant to do. And when we're caught up in the stories about ourselves, we're not actually out doing that work. And so the more we can recognize the stories for what they are, that they're just stories, and the more we can focus on being in service, the more effective we're going to be in the world, the more lives that we're going to be able to touch, the greater the difference we'll be able to make. So see the stories for what they are. The stories that we tell.
A passing cloud.
So make it a great rest of the day, great rest of the week. Talk soon.
Bye, guys.